Good morning, fellas. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Tim. Hope you guys are doing well. Tyler, hopefully you're doing well hopefully you're doing good as well, my man there, Tyler. Hey, how's everybody doing? Great Wednesday morning. We got the trifecta here in Chicago. We got cold, rainy, and we got wind. Miserable day out there in Chicago. What's a little weird day in sports, right? One day away from the NBA coming back. We do get some NHL. We of course got Champions League, got Leipzig taking in action. You got them hosting Man City today. So I think there's some good sports just to sit back and enjoy today before we get a plethora of the action back. How are you guys doing in college basketball? Hopefully you guys are having a good time with that, being profitable. Let's go ahead and make sure we recap yesterday, see what happened, and then let's get into some sports on today's show. I'm just fumbling through the words today. All right, yeah, soccer yesterday was absolutely brutal. The game that people thought was going to be scoring, maybe between Napoli and Frankfurt. Well, Napoli was doing all the scoring. We did hit a plus 130 cash on TikTok Live, so obviously that doesn't make the bet slip, right? We've talked about how kind of those live bets, we don't really count them unless you're given a warning ahead of time, and there was no warning ahead of time. But we did hit plus 130, but otherwise – it just didn't quite go our way, yesterday in soccer. Napoli was in control there. Frankfurt was on the front foot, I would say, for maybe first 15, maybe 20 minutes, and then it was mostly Napoli. Napoli the rest of that first half, Napoli in the second half. Napoli, it's why I keep saying, if you've got free bets, throw them on Napoli to win the Champions League. I think they're one of the strongest teams this year in Europe. So they get it done, and they look like they're certainly going to progress to the next round of the Champions League. And then in the other match, Liverpool, they're taking on Real Madrid. Okay, so you had each team give away a goal. So I think the final score really should have been 4-1. It's 5-2. Okay, whatever, no real difference. Liverpool, I think, is a better team in the first half, even though it's 2-2 at halftime. I thought Liverpool's pressing was really good. I thought their attacking was really good. It goes 2-2 at halftime. Again, maybe should be 1-1, whatever. Which, man, some of those own goals, whew, man, those are not own goals. I mean, the howlers that those keepers put out, man, it's just atrocious stuff. And then the second half was just all Real Madrid. I mean, Liverpool was punished for giveaways, easy giveaways. You can't be making those mistakes against Real Madrid. They're going to absolutely punish you every single time. So Vinicius, best player on the pitch last night. Vinicius was absolutely outstanding. He continues to put his name up there with some of the top names in all of Europe. So good job by Real Madrid knocking off Liverpool and really, I think, putting their name also in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. So we lose both of the soccer plays, and NHL went 3-3. So, record-wise, I mean, whatever. Obviously, you lose money when you go 3-3 and you're betting with juice on the side. We lose both of those players there for the Lightning, Stamkos and Kucherov. They couldn't quite get it done. We hit our only guy there for the Vegas Golden Knights there. He comes through for us early, second period cash right there. And then in the New Jersey Devils match, we go 2-3. The only loss right there was Jack Hughes. The other two guys came through for us. So, yeah, certainly down on the day. And, one of those days that, we'll test you as a sports bettor, right? You coming off the high of Monday, winning a couple of units, and then Tuesday, quickly get brought back down to earth as it's going to be another grind. That's what sports betting is. So you're going to have to, grind your way through this one. We did a nice arbitrage bet. We did a couple tennis plays, parlayed there with a soccer play, and we got a good little hit. So that's how we've boosted ourselves in the arbitrage. It's not because we made arbitrage bets yesterday. It's because we actually took some of that money and we attempted to flip it, and we were successful in flipping it. So, and of course, I won't mention this every single time, but I will mention it just because we're new in 2023 and tracking arbitrage year to date. That, of course, doesn't make the year to date number, right? That wasn't a risk-free bet. That was me risking some amount of arbitrage money to try and flip it, and there was nothing risk-free about that. Our arbitrage year-to-date is always risk-free. You've bet both sides of a wager to guarantee yourself a profit. So nice little day right there. We have a chance actually to go ahead and maybe flip that even to more and add about $7 or so more dollars on it. We put together a tennis parlay. One of the legs is already hit there, and the other leg, the dude there is up a break there in Phil, so he's already up a break. So we'll see if maybe he can't add another $7 to it. And hat tip there to Professor. We haven't seen Professor in the chat in a few weeks. Hopefully he's doing well. I certainly hope he's doing well and would send my best to him. But he said like 3 weeks ago with those arbitrage bets, he was, forget what basically his wording was, but he was like, man, just stop swinging for the fences on all this stuff. Like, you're putting in stuff and it's like crazy odds. Just do something like this. And I actually put this together and it was minus 190. And I was like, all right, well, let me go try and find a third leg to, go ahead and put on this to get the odds down. And then I thought about what Professor said. It's free money. We can build this thing slowly. Nobody says you got to rush to the mountain, top of the mountain as fast as hell. So, all right, we'll look to add $7, $8 of arbitrage money to this and just build it slowly and see if we can't obviously keep on going up on that. So that's how we're doing it there. So, yeah, that is how the day went. Good morning, Diane. Hopefully you're doing well. Patch, what's up? We have 60 degrees in Virginia. Love that. Morning, Ross. You know it's good down in Arizona. Seen a stat that Liverpool had more ball possession. Certainly, I mean, we can go look that up. But, I mean, they were the better side in the first half. They were better than Real Madrid. In the second half, they just got punished for mistakes. I mean, just brutal mistakes. Yeah, they had, I don't know, Brian, it was 52-48, so basically 50-50. Liverpool's expected goals was 2.15. Real Madrid's XG was 1.78. Real Madrid wasn't creating. They were just capitalizing on Liverpool's mistakes. So, I mean, that's basically what happened there. But, give them the credit. They did it done. The Devils messed up a parlay you had. Damn it, Brian. Just not even winning the game. You had them on the money line. Shouldn't have lost that. Israel, good morning, my man. Good morning. I want to talk something to you guys real quick, and I don't know how many of you, the viewing audience here, plays on the NBC Sports Predictor app, where they, of course, have various sports, and you can, fill out a contest, and you can win several thousands of dollars. We've been doing those for several years. We've never hit a jackpot on the NBC Sports Predictor app, but we've done well enough to make some money. I got some sad news to share with you guys. That game is coming to an end. Yeah, it's for whatever the reason is, they just don't want to carry on with the NBC Sports Predictor app. So that's going to come to an end. So I'm no longer giving away $25 every week. And I was thinking about, you guys, the guys that sit here every single morning and show up and really make this show what it is and make it entertaining. I want to try and do something every week where we can give away $25 on this show, whether we make a play today, whoever's live, there's 14 people right now watching. We put in a parlay today, those 14 people have a chance to split the winnings, should that parlay hit or something along those, just to kind of, give back to you guys that are here each and every single morning. So if you've got an idea and if you want to drop it, on the comment section of this video, let me know. I'm trying to think of some ideas. Maybe we'll be able to reveal something next week, but I just want to give back to you guys. You guys have been outstanding. I appreciate the support. So if you've got any idea, let me know. But see if we can't continue giving away the same $25 a week I give away on the NBC Sports Predictor app. See if we can't give it to the great supporters here of Winning Bet. So, all right, with that being said, let's go ahead and throw some bets up on the screen. And I forgot to screenshot this, so give me half a second. There's really, obviously the Champions League is taking all the attention today. You've got Leipzig. They're in action today. They're hosting Man City. I've given this bet out. The two things I will mention about, now I need to put it on this side because when I reveal the other stuff, it will look like crap. Two things worth mentioning on this bet is I gave it out at plus 105 on Monday. It's now plus 120. So people disagree with me here. Now, it's hard to know what do they disagree with me because we're making a parlay. Do they disagree and do they see both teams to score no? Or do they see under 2.5? But the fact that I gave it out at plus 105 and now it's plus 120, people are betting the other side. So I wanted to just disclose that and let you know that we seem to be against the public there on this pick. And then the other thing we're talking about, I think, since we placed this bet is no Kevin De Bruyne. He's been ruled out due to an illness that he sustained here recently. I don't think it's really the end-all be-all to Man City. No De Bruyne. Okay, I want the best player in the Premier League on the pitch. But with just how much City creates even without De Bruyne when he's not involved in games, I'm still perfectly comfortable. But he is, in my mind, the best player in the Premier League, so I thought I would share that he's going to be out tonight. So no Kevin De Bruyne. The public is obviously betting against me. Maybe that's just what we need to go ahead and get ourselves a cash. So Leipzig, Man City, both teams will score over 2.5 goals. Plus 105 is how we'll roll today in the Champions League. I've got a touch more just to kind of add to it. A couple of these shots on goal props you can find at 2.5 on some books with a lot of juice, or you can go to other books and find 3.5 at plus money. You can obviously see I took the 2.5 route on these two players and then needed a juice reducer. So that's what we've got right there. Let's talk about that first one, though. There in Jason Robinson, he's taking on the Blackhawks, who allow the 9th most shots on goal in the NHL. And Jason Robinson, quite frankly, he's been good to us. We've played him in good spots, and he's been rewarding us for those good spots. He doesn't have a great hit log. in terms of, recent game action. But again, when we play him, he seems to come through for us. So I'm going to ride Jason Robertson at over 3.5 shots on goal at minus 120. Then when you go ahead, and his average, by the way, is 3.8, which ranks 10th in the NHL. So let's go ahead and talk about Kadir here. His average is 3.3 per game. He ranks 23rd in the NHL. Toffoli, he ranks 36th in the NHL, and his average is 3 shots on goal per game. And Blacklund averages 3.1 and ranks 29th in the NHL. So you can see with Toffoli and Backlund, they obviously average more than 2.5. So obviously feel really good right there. It's like just hit your average. Now in terms of the juice reducers, 2 goals in Leipzig City. Now we don't have the both teams to score attached to it. We just need 2 goals, which I'm perfectly comfortable with. And Inter Milan on the double chance, I don't know. To me, it was kind of hard to bet that game. I like Inter to get a result here at home. So they're an easy juice reducer to me on that Blacklund pick. So we'll do over 2.5 for him. And then we'll throw on that Inter Milan double chance. The only one I'm rolling with solo is Kadiri, or whatever his name is, because the juice is appropriate. It's at minus 104 for over 3.5. Look, he ranks 23rd. He averages 3.3. So kind of a no-brainer right there. And look, the Coyotes, another one of these dream matchups. It may not have worked out for us yesterday when we went 3-3, but it's a dream matchup. The Coyotes allow the second most shots in the NHL, and the Flames take the second most shots in the NHL. So we keep putting our money in good betting spots. We'll be rewarded over a larger sample size. Last night it went 3-3, and we weren't. We lost some money. So we'll come right back to some good betting spots and see if it doesn't treat us well tonight. And that's what we'll do. Let's see what we got here. Morning, Corey. Still happy on my Napoli bet 230. Yeah, you hit a banger on TikTok Live. I only hit plus 130 on TikTok Live. You hit an absolute banger on TikTok Live. Love that, man. Still pumped up for you guys. Morning, Tim. All right, let's see what Israel's got. When they were 2-0, you sprinkled. Oh, my God. I saw the tweet. I think, was it DraftKings said they were 22 to 1. You sprinkled that. And then you add Real Madrid to score next, which is plus 25. Lost it, but you can't be mad at all. No, you cannot be mad at all, man. Cannot be mad at all. You may have lost a unit, but it sounds like maybe you picked up some great stuff right there. That's a good game. I enjoyed watching that. Boy, Courtois was just a funny mistake. Allison, man, that's now a couple mistakes now he's made in recent weeks. He had a howler a few weeks ago against Wolves in the EFL Cup. He did it again yesterday. Just like, why does that ball not get played out to the side to Trent? Like, just a terrible mistake there by Allison. Real Madrid Champions League is just different. I think that's probably appropriately said. That probably is appropriately said. Yeah, Real Madrid seems to be they're beasts. They're beasts. And obviously I knew everything about that before I made Liverpool double chance. It's just, All right, Brian, he's along that Inter double chance. So, all right, let's go ahead and talk some NBA. There's already some NBA we can go ahead and bet. We got an old friend from last season we want to go ahead and bring out of the dead and welcome him back into the fold. It's Isaac Okoro. You guys remember him, Cleveland Cavaliers player. Boy, we faded him a ton last season. Don't know why we forgot about him, but we damn near need to keep remembering him because it's cashed in 5 straight. It's cashed against Denver already this season when he got 3 points. He faced Denver twice last season and got 4 points and 4 points. His average per game is 6.3 points. If you go look up his minutes, this guy's like below 30 minutes. So you get in crunch time. This isn't the guy you want on the court to try and help you out and get points. He's not involved in those games. He's only playing about less than 30 minutes a game, so we love that. Denver Nuggets are really decent versus small forward position. What they're really good at is limiting the threes to the small forward position, which is great because that's about half this guy's shot attempts is from the three. So we'll go and take him. He's a constant under. I think even if he burns us tomorrow night, he's still worthy of going back in. This guy's game log is an under's dream. So take Isaac Okoro under 7.5 points at minus 130. Everything else, I've done the research on over-unders, on spreads. The things that stick out in terms of like the numbers, I'll just say the ones that stick out, is I've got Pacers Celtics relatively a close game. And they've got an 8-point spread attached to Pacers plus 8. That looks pretty damn good. Yeah, I think the Pacers plus 8 looks pretty damn good. Cavaliers on the money line looks pretty good. I've got Cavaliers winning the game by 6 points. They got the money line at minus 130, so I kind of like that one. And then everything else, if you go through over-unders, or actually, no, the best over-under was in Blazers-Kings. I got the game scored at 233. The game is 239.5 on DraftKings. So that's probably the best over-under. Otherwise, everything. Spreads, over-unders are really just bang on. It's no real surprise, right? The NBA hasn't played in 3 days. DraftKings and all the books had tons of time to get the lines and get the lines right. So they're really just bang on. So I'm trying to think if there's any other ones. OKC +3 in the money line last night. Obviously, can never go wrong with the Thunder money line. Let's just get a look and see where we had that one, DeGent. I got them losing by 3, and they've got the line at 2.5. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the lines are bang on. Their lines are bang on. I've got them losing by 3. Books got -2.5. You're holding on to Thunder +3. So good luck. I think it'll be sweaty, but that's sports betting, right? Of course it'll be sweaty. It's the way it goes. What were you close to hitting there? You were close to hitting the Madrid and Napoli for. Oh, you were close to parlaying. It got nervous and parlayed both double chances. Still a great cash. I hear that. Still a great cash. I didn't get any cashes in soccer yesterday, so you were able to put together some winners, so love that. And you played Madrid on the double chance when they were down 2 goals. Shit, love that. Sounds like you had yourself a hell of an afternoon. You and Israel both raking in live cashes, raking in some stuff, so love that. That's all I've got for today, fellas. That's all I got for today. So if you guys got any ideas on maybe how we can do some giveaways and stuff over here, let's go ahead and drop in those ideas. What'd you do this morning? Oh, you played it this morning. Sweet. Look at that. Let's get a cash. I'll see you at the cash counter this afternoon. This game should have goals in it. The reverse fixture, or when these teams hooked up a couple seasons ago, one game was 6-3 and the other one was 2-1. And they were going back at that game that finished 2-1. Could have been one of those, 4-2 or 4-3 games. So love that you're on that play. Let's get that cash. You think the Jazz are going to be a fade the rest of the season? I've been dialed out of the NBA. Why are we thinking that there, DeGent? Why are we thinking that? I don't think they had much roster change at the deadline, did they? I don't think they made a ton of changes. They've got the same, relatively speaking, same squad. I guess Liverpool's defense clocked out like he did at work. Love that comment. That's pretty damn funny. It's just bad giveaways by Liverpool, to be quite honest. And they're going to punish you. And that's why then you got to really, when you look at this weekend, I'll be interested to get Matt's take on Between the Posts when we film that this week is, so now you got to look at their matchup this week against Crystal Palace, right? Did great against Everton, did great against Newcastle, and then obviously not a good first half versus Real Madrid. You can't dismiss that first half. The first half was good by Liverpool. Second half fell apart for them. But now they're going to go take on Crystal Palace. So you got to gauge Crystal Palace against Real Madrid. Obviously, that's not on the same level whatsoever. Real Madrid's tier 1, whereas Palace like tier 4, tier 5. So then can Liverpool go back to what they were doing in the Premier League against Everton and Newcastle and do what they did and do that same thing against Palace? Maybe win to 0. It'd be interesting to see what Matt thinks, but. Yeah, it'd just be interesting. I mean, going back in the Premier League. Your Holland anytime goal scorer, Brian, I will tell you, DraftKings has a boost of +100. DraftKings has a boost of +100. It's not one of the greatest of all boosts. I saw on Bet Rivers this morning, you can get Holland anytime goal scorer at -104. So -104 plus money, no real big difference right there. So it's not a great boost by any stretch. I'm saying if you're on Holland, you might as well do the boost. Therefore, you're getting even money. But if you're just like looking at the boost on the surface and you think it's great because Holland's boosted even money, no, it's not. Over on Bet Rivers, you can get it at -104. So it's certainly not a great boost whatsoever. Rashford anytime goal scorer for a half unit. How can you not? Let's get a price on that, Israel. I haven't quite gotten to Thursday's matches. I still like United. What did we do? Rashford. Was that the play last week where we did Rashford 2 shots on goal? Let's actually look that up again. That was the one where we did Rashford 2 shots on goal at +310. Let's get a look at that. How can you not? I thought United was better. I thought United was better than Barcelona. Barcelona turned it up the last 15, 20 minutes at home. They're not going to be at home this time. They're not going to have that crowd really pushing them for that last 15, 20 minutes. They're going to, likely be on their heels a little bit. I thought United was by far the better team that day. I'm expecting them to just get past Barcelona. So I'm showing Rashford at +150. Let's see what he is on that same play we did last week. 2 shots on. Wow, look at that. We got 2 shots on target last week at +310. It's +125 now. +125 now. No Pedri, no Gavi in the midfield. That's going to hurt Barcelona a little bit. Yeah, I'll be on Pro Man United 100%. Probably lock in a bet maybe this afternoon and tweet it, or maybe lock it in the morning, but either way. Okay. I like it. Yeah, the West did seem they made a lot of good trades. Even the Lakers making good trades. So yeah, I think the West definitely got stronger. Tank for the French the guy from France. I've heard about him. Obviously, I don't probably like you, Ross. You've never seen the damn kid, but yeah, he seems like he's a real thing. You like fading the Jazz idea? Lost Michael. Oh, they did. Oh, that was the one player they did lose. They did lose Michael Conley. He went Memphis or he went Minnesota or something like that. Yeah, they did lost Michael Conley. Beasley, shit, let's fade the Jazz. Let's go Thunder +3. I say I got them losing by 3 though. That's so tight. Wonder what is their recent head-to-heads. Just curious. Oh, there we go. And the guy won the first set. So this is a winner. This bet is a winner. This hit. It's just cash. So if you tailed it, ding, 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 you got some more money in your arbitrage bank. This bet is now a winner. So we can take that $54 on that screenshot and add 7. So now we're up over $60. Hell yeah, we're gonna have some fun this week with some free money. We're gonna have some fun here with some free cash. Let's see, Thunder, Jazz. No real injury concerns for either team, like that. Thunder won. Oh, they haven't played yet this season. That was a summer league in Vegas, so they haven't even played this season. And they got Dort back too, and their defense has obviously improved. Dort's one of the better defenders in the league. Sexton's day-to-day. Marketing's day-to-day. Those guys will play. They've had the All-Star break to heal up. Nobody for the Thunder. I might get behind this Thunder +3 with you guys. May do that. I'll go through. I'm gonna go through after the show and go through the position by position defense, and if I think the Thunder have the edge there, then I'll go ahead and pull the trigger with you guys on a Thunder +3. But as it is now, that's what we're going to go ahead and roll with. Really, just one bet today in the Champions League is Leipzig, Manchester City. Both teams to score and over 2.5 at +105. And then we'll go ahead and do a couple NHL shots on goal props, and a couple of them we got to tack on some juice reducers there in the afternoon soccer league. So that's how we're going to roll today. I want to wish you guys good luck on your bets today. Come on back for tomorrow with the return of the NBA. See if we turn to profit today. And we'll do it. All right, fellas. Have a good one.